Now, as the battle for Maharashtra intensifies, there is a huddle taking place in Delhi. Amit Shah, he is chairing a meeting with the Mahayuti leaders. Amit Shah is meeting these leaders. These leaders include those of Eknath Shinde, Devendra Fadnavis. Both have met Amit Shah in order to finalize seat-sharing pact. So, a big huddle taking place, a Mahayuti alliance huddle taking place in Delhi. The Union Home Minister Amit Shah, he's chairing this. He chaired this meeting, and he met the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Eknath Shinde, as well as Devendra Fadnavis, the Deputy Chief Minister. This meeting was in order to finalize seat-sharing pact. And my colleague Vasudha joins us to get us more on this. Vasudha, what are the details that you can give us about this particular meeting?
Well, Osama, this is a very important meeting that's underway at Home Minister Amit Shah's house. Remember that this meeting was supposed to happen 2 days ago, but with the oath-taking ceremony in Haryana and, of course, the CM's meet that happened in Chandigarh, this meeting has gotten delayed. But, of course, it's happening right now. The Home Minister has already met with Devendra Fadnavis, and now he's meeting Eknath Shinde. A meeting with Ajit Pawar is also slated to happen. What we're being told by sources is that BJP would be fighting on around 155 seats in Maharashtra, and the Sena could be getting around 85 to 90 seats. Well, if you look at the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, it was the BJP that had performed the worst. It had won just about 9 seats. But what happened with Haryana, we also saw that BJP bounced back, and the BJP creating this history with a hat trick. It became the first government in the history of Haryana to come back for the third term, and that has really given a lot of confidence to BJP, and that is why it's in that pilot position again now, and it is steering this alliance in Maharashtra. It also was the party with the highest MPs in 2019 with 105 seats, which is why the BJP is very insistent on fighting the highest number of seats, which is why it is expected to fight around 155 seats. And the Shinde Sena also has the chief ministerial position. Eknath Shinde comes from Shiv Sena, so they could be fighting around 85 to 90 seats. All those discussions are going to happen. The sore point, of course, here is Ajit Pawar's party, because Ajit Pawar's party performed the worst in 2024 Lok Sabha elections, winning just 1 out of 5 seats that it contested. So clearly, there are going to be discussions on those lines, and then there is also going to be a discussion, a deliberation on this unified campaign that all three parties will be mounting in the next few days. Remember, Mumbai and Maharashtra all set to vote on the 20th of November. So this unified campaign with a tagline, which sort of represents all three parties of the Mahayuti alliance, will be released in the next few days, because they want to address the problem of vote transfer that did not happen in 2024 Lok Sabha elections, which is why the Mahavikas Aghadi ended up getting 30 out of the 48 seats, the biggest setback to the BJP and Mahayuti alliance. The Mahayuti does not want that to happen. So these two things are prime on agenda with regard to this meeting that's happening at Amit Shah's residence just now.
All right, Vasudha Venugopal, thank you very much for getting us all the latest in that story. Meanwhile, in Maharashtra, tensions are flaring within the Mahavikas Aghadi coalition as Shiv Sena Uddhav Balasaheb Thackeray and Congress, they have hit a deadlock over seat sharing for the upcoming assembly elections. Sanjay Raut of Shiv Sena voiced frustrations over Congress's delay in decision-making, highlighting that while agreements on 200 seats have been settled, several key constituencies remain contested. Congress's Nana Patole plans to escalate the matter of about 25 contentious seats to the High Command of all allied parties. This internal strife, it comes at a critical time, with Raut criticizing some Maharashtra Congress leaders for lacking decision-making power, necessitating Delhi's intervention for every significant move. Meanwhile, Karnataka has, there is an initiative for the gig workers. The Karnataka government has imposed a cess on the aggregator. The platforms, cess will be on the platforms, on platforms like Zomato, Dunzo, Swiggy, Zepto, etc. And the cess money is going to be used for gig workers' welfare. In fact, the Karnataka Labour Minister, Santosh Lad, while speaking, he said that the Labour Department of Karnataka has decided to impose cess on every transaction on aggregator platforms like Zomato, Dunzo, Swiggy, Zepto, Ola and others such. He also added that the money will be collected that will be collected. It will be used for the welfare fund of the gig workers. We are not charging for products or goods which consumers purchase, which will be charged only on transport, is what the Union Minister, Karnataka Labour Minister, I beg your pardon, Santosh Lad has said. Meanwhile, a fresh flashpoint over Tamil anthem in Tamil Nadu. It is Tamil Nadu government versus the governor there. This comes after Dravida. The word was omitted from the Tamil anthem. This event was being attended by Tamil Nadu governor. In the meanwhile, M.K. Stalin, he has demanded that the centre recalls R.N. Ravi. In fact, this row erupted over singers skipping the word Dravida in this particular anthem. The Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin says that the governor insulted national unity and that R.N. Ravi is unfit to be the governor of the state. Meanwhile, R.N. Ravi, the Tamil Nadu governor, he has denied Stalin's charges. Also, DD Tamil, they have apologized for skipping the word Dravida and said that they in fact blamed the distracted singers for this particular error.
Doordarshan celebrating its 50th year in Chennai, and it had clubbed the celebration of Hindi month, the culmination of celebration of Hindi month as well. The governor presided over the function, and even before the function began, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin had written to the Prime Minister asking the centre to avoid holding such Hindi celebrations in non-Hindi speaking states, saying that it's an attempt to belittle the other languages of the states there. And he wanted the centre instead to celebrate languages of the states, particularly the classical languages, the richness of the classical languages. And he pointed out that no single language has been declared as a national language by the Constitution. And projecting one particular language, be it Hindi, is like belittling other languages. Hours later, when the program began, the singers, all of them are Doordarshan employees, when they sang the Tamil anthem, they skipped one line which has the word Dravida. And that again touched a raw nerve. The governor was the chief guest there, and Chief Minister M.K. Stalin immediately demanded the governor's recall, saying that he has humiliated the Tamil race, he has threatened the national integrity and unity, and he is unfit to be in this position. And he demanded the central government to recall him immediately, saying that making it clear that it's kind of a deliberate act by the governor. But an hour later, Doordarshan in a statement clarified and apologized for the mistake, saying that it was because of distracted singers and there was no intent either to humiliate the Tamil language or the Tamil anthem, and they called it as a mistake.
In a significant development, the Supreme Court has granted bail to former Delhi Minister Satyendra Jain in a money laundering case. Satyendra Jain, an Aam Aadmi Party leader, he has been in custody since May 2022. The decision comes after his prolonged detention, highlighting the court's concern over trial delays. This news has sparked reactions across the political spectrum, with Aam Aadmi Party supporters celebrating the decision as a moment of justice.
अरविंद केजरीवाल को जेल भेजा, मनीष सिसोदिया को भेजा, संजय सिंह को भेजा, सत्येंद्र जैन को भेजा, जिसको मौका लगा उसको जेल भेजा, बाकी को डराया स्पीड में जेल भेजेंगे। करा क्या था भाई, गलती यही की ना कि जब देश के लिए कुछ काम करने की कोशिश की, अरविंद केजरीवाल IAS ऑफिसर थे, उनको क्या जरूरत थी, सब कुछ छोड़ के आए थे, अपना कुछ त्याग करके आए थे, देश के लिए काम करने के लिए आए थे। इन्होंने सबक सिखाने की कोशिश की, यही अंग्रेज करते थे। अरे नेताओं को डर इस बात से नहीं है कि हम कुछ अच्छा करते, कहते यार इनको देखा देखी और लोग आ जाएंगे बात करना।
In the ongoing investigation of the murder of former Maharashtra Minister Baba Siddiqui, the Mumbai police has made significant progress. 5 more accused have been arrested, taking the total number of arrests to 9. This case, which has caught the public's attention due to its political implications, continues to unfold, with police custody of the suspects extended as authorities delve deeper into the conspiracy angle, especially linked to the Lawrence Bishnoi gang. Meanwhile, Salman Khan, he has received an intensified security detail due to new threats from the Lawrence Bishnoi gang.
Very, very concerning, very, very serious there. Not the first time that Salman Khan had been receiving threat messages, letters, and so on. This time, of course, Mumbai Police Traffic Control Room WhatsApp number receiving this particular test. Investigations are going on at this point. We know for a fact that the firing incident happened outside Salman Khan's residence as well a few months back. But post Baba Siddiqui murder, Salman Khan's security has been enhanced, not just outside his residence in Bandra, but also outside Panvel farmhouse. He's been asked to not entertain as many guests and also not step out as much, although he is right now out of Mumbai. But yes, yet another threat message received by Salman Khan. As far as investigations in Baba Siddiqui murder is concerned, as you mentioned, yes, 5 more arrests. Total number of arrests in this case is 9. And the ones who've been arrested have been charged for conspiracy. They were apparently involved in supplying weapons as well as logistic support to the arrested shooters, is what the police officials are telling us. Of course, the investigations are still underway. More arrests likely in the days to come. But as far as Salman Khan is concerned, he is continuing to receive threats despite enhanced security.
For the latest in the Faridkot Sikh activist murder case, the Punjab police has linked MP Amritpal to Gurpreet murder case. The DGP has said that the crime was executed at behest of jailed MP Amritpal, also adding that 3 accused have been arrested and the terrorist Arsh Dalla, he was the mastermind behind this murder.
This is a very sensational murder case which has been traced by the Punjab police, and we have seen the DGP Punjab. He has already made a lot of claim during the investigation of this case. He has already linked all the accused with the jailed member parliament Amritpal, saying that everything has been executed on the behest of member parliament Amritpal, who has already been in jail. So what we have learned from the police sources, they say this whole murder conspiracy has been executed by the handler from abroad, and Arsh Dalla is one of the main mastermind. They have already arrested the accused in this case, and during the course of interrogation, they are able to get a lot of evidence where they are linking this case to the member parliament Amritpal, saying it seems during the preliminary investigation there was some differences with the victim as well as Amritpal on this Waris Punjab organization, which is headed by Amritpal at this point of time. So a lot of things are being investigated by Punjab police before making such claims. So let's see how the investigation will be carried out and how this whole incident had taken place and how this murder had been taken place. They are looking from all the angles, and what we have learned from the police sources also, they may add the name of a member parliament Amritpal in the case, and after that they will further investigation to find out what type of target killing they wanted to execute in the state of Punjab.
All right, time now for a very short break. More news and updates on the other side. Welcome back on to Manipur now, where amidst the ethnic troubles, at least 4 people have died of dengue, and the number of positive cases this year is 1,400 now. The government has intensified preventive and containment measures in affected districts, but concerns remain. My colleague Ratndeep Chaudhary gets us this report.
Fogging options almost every day in the heart of Manipur's capital, Imphal. As the state witnesses a prolonged wave of dengue, nearly 1,400 cases have been reported in the state this year already, and cases seem to be peaking now. Of the 4 dengue deaths reported this year, 3 were in Imphal West district and 1 in the Bishnupur district.
Most affected district is Imphal West, and second most affected district is Imphal East. And the day before yesterday, we have met one state task force comprising of intersectoral departments. We are willing to convene one meeting shortly, and we have to perform. We have to give the roles and the responsibilities of each department to be performed.
Of the 16 districts in Manipur, the most affected districts are Imphal West, Imphal East, Bishnupur and Thobal, which are all valley districts. There is huge pressure on the health facilities.
In the month of August, we started having a hike. There were 84 samples being positive for dengue. Then in September, it again went 5 times up, 434 were positive. Now we are in the middle of October and already we have 300 positive now. That means this month it is going to shoot beyond 600. The main problem we have is our casualties are flooded with patients coming with fever. And we have actually 45 beds in casualty, 42 beds actually. But now we have to put in another makeshift stretcher trolleys, 45 of them, and sometimes they are fully occupied.
With dengue cases on the rise, the Manipur government appealed to people for community participation in combating the disease. With BM Sanju in Imphal, Ratndeep Chaudhary for NDTV.
In a significant development, Israel confirmed the killing of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar in Gaza amidst the ongoing conflicts. This event, reported through various sources on X, could mark a pivotal moment in the region's dynamics, though Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that Sinwar's death does not mean that Israel will stop its war.
Sinwar is dead. He was killed in Rafah by the brave soldiers of the Israel Defense Forces. While this is not the end of the war in Gaza, it's the beginning of the end. To the people of Gaza, I have a simple message. This war can end tomorrow. It can end if Hamas lays down its arms and returns our hostages.
Good day for the world. We got I told because now that is rather than Billy Sinwar, and I'm part of bloody sass. American blood is really blood, nothing.
This shadowy figure was one of the most wanted men in the world. Here, he sits alone in a chair, surrounded by dust and rubble. He picks up a piece of wood and throws it at the drone camera. The footage captures the last moments of Hamas's elusive leader, Yahya Sinwar, as he was killed in an Israeli operation in southern Gaza on Wednesday. Ever since October 7th, Sinwar had been Israel's #1 target as it accused him of masterminding the Hamas attack, pouring its resources into a fierce manhunt for Sinwar. From deploying intelligence officers to using special forces, Israel didn't leave any stone unturned. But what killed Sinwar in the end was a routine military operation. Sinwar's end came when Israeli forces retaliated after coming under fire near a building in Rafah. Though Sinwar's killing is an inflection point in the Israel-Hamas war, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said this will not bring an end to the conflict.
While this is not the end of the war in Gaza, it's the beginning of the end. To the people of Gaza, I have a simple message. This war can end tomorrow. It can end if Hamas lays down its arms and returns our hostages.
But the route towards some kind of truce in Gaza seems somewhat possible. Negotiations for a ceasefire and a deal to release the hostages had stalled partly because Sinwar wanted an agreement that allowed Hamas to retain power in a post-war Gaza. On the other hand, Netanyahu only seeks a temporary truce to not allow Hamas's survival.
Time for this war to end, bring these hostages home. We're going to work out what is the day after now? How do we secure Gaza, move on?
Reports quoting analysts suggest that Hamas's remaining leadership might agree to make compromises, something that seemed impossible when Sinwar was alive. While Sinwar's death is one of the major flashpoints of the war, it's highly unlikely to bring any immediate change, as Hamas has survived the deaths of many previous leaders. And Netanyahu still weighs a renewed push for a hostage deal. Some of his top allies want him to continue the war. With Vishal Vivek, Bureau Report, NDTV World.
Meanwhile, a train in Assam avoided collision with a herd of elephants. Was seen crossing the track in Assam. This train was going from Guwahati to Lumding. The loco pilot, he in fact stopped the train for the elephant herd. The train drivers, they applied emergency brakes in order to save these elephants. 60 elephants could be seen as part of that herd who were crossing the railway tracks. The train drivers, they in fact used, they were in fact alerted by the AI detection system. That's all we have for you. Keep watching NDTV for more news and updates.